forget everything you know about the Amaretto Sour. Today, we are reinventing this modern classic cocktail in 3 different ways. A clarified with chocolate, coconut and almond milk. We'll see which one works best, but I'm not stopping at just clarified cocktails. That wouldn't really do justice to the Amaretto Sour, so stick around for a mind-blowing way to bring this drink to a new level. Let's dive in and push the boundaries of mixology. It's cocktail time.
It's cocktail time.
We actually covered the original Amaretto Sour on the channel before, but mainly focused on how Jeffrey Morgenthaler tweaked the recipe, and we even heard from the man himself.
Hey Kevin, greetings from the Pacific Standard storage room.
Plus, I made my version, but check out the episode for details on that. Today we'll do 3 different clarified versions of the Morgenthaler's Amaretto Sour, which has become a modern classic cocktail. This was also featured on the recent episode, which actually sparked the idea for today's experiment. But let's start with the base. For that you'll need Amaretto, a sweet Italian almond flavored liqueur, high-proof bourbon, lemon juice, simple syrup, and we are of course adding saline solution as well. We'll skip the egg white at this stage, but again, wait for the end to see how we'll replace that. To clarify the cocktails, we'll use 1 flavored milk and 2 flavored milk alternatives. Chocolate milk should pair nicely with almonds and bourbon, similarly to the cacao butter washed bourbon I used for my Amaretto Sour, coconut milk for a tropical twist with a different style of nuttiness, and almond milk to intensify the original nuttiness of Amaretto. If you can, use the barista versions of coconut and almond milks, as they have added emulsifiers to create a better foam. I'm going for 3 servings of each of the 3 variations, so we need to multiply the original amount of the Amaretto Sour by a factor of 9. So into a large container, I'm adding 405 ml or 13.5 ounces of Amaretto, 270 ml or 9 ounces of 4 Roses single barrel, which is a 50% ABV or 100 proof bourbon. For acidity, a key component of every sour cocktail and crucial for curdling, we'll add 202.5 ml or 6 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. For a little more sweetness, we add 67.5 ml or 2 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. Don't have a heavy hand here, because added sugars and milk lactose will impact some sweetness as well. And lastly, to boost all of the flavors, add 18 drops of 20% saline solution. Once mixed, we'll divide this up. We need 350 ml for each batch. Now we'll split this into 3 different sections for our 3 milk options: chocolate, coconut and almond. Start by gently heating 3 ounces or 90 ml of each, because I found that I get better results with clarifying when using warm milk instead of cold or room temperature milk. Simply pour our batched Amaretto Sours over the warmed milk, and you'll see as the curds start to form. I'll let this sit for around 10 minutes. Then it's time to slowly filter it through a cloud filter. Don't worry if the initial drops are cloudy at first. Once the curds form a natural filter and the cocktail runs clear, simply return any cloudy portions gently back into the filter to ensure perfect clarity of the Amaretto Sour, or in our case, 3 of them. Let's give this a taste as they are, before we go a step further and bring them a bit closer to what you imagine when you hear Amaretto Sour. Once you have a clarified cocktail made, serving it is as easy as pouring the desired amount over ice and giving it a stir. I'm going with 3.5 ounces or 105 ml, chilling and slightly diluting it with ice, then garnishing with a maraschino cherry. But let's find out which one is the best. Chocolate milk, smooth and creamy, with gentle hints of cacao, while still letting Amaretto be the star of the show. Coconut milk, a fun and tropical twist on what you expect from an Amaretto Sour. And almond milk, richly nutty with enhanced almond flavors, while it's still a light version of the classic. And while these are fun and beautifully clear ways to change the Amaretto Sour, I think it's just not the same without the frothy crown on top. But here's the kicker. Thanks to the proteins and emulsifiers we added with milk clarification, we can mimic the texture typically achieved with egg whites. Here's how. We'll pour each clarified cocktail into a shaker, and instead of a dry shake, I'll froth each cocktail briefly with a milk frother. Once it's nicely foamed up, it's time to add ice and shake hard. As always, when you want to keep out any small bits of ice, double strain the cocktail into a nice glass. This time I'm using chilled Nick and Nora glasses. For garnish, you can go with a skewered cherry again, or even skip the garnish, to keep the focus on the beautiful, impressive foam that was achieved without egg whites or any added foamers. If we compare the 3, the chocolate milk creates the richest foam. It's incredibly robust and creamy. The coconut milk delivers a lighter foam that's less dense, but still smooth and enjoyable. Finally, almond milk gives us a stable foam, beautiful balanced, smooth and elegant. So there you have it. No need to waste eggs for frothy sours. For other egg white alternatives, you can check out Super Foam and Super Syrup episodes, or my ebook on all super ingredients, available on Patreon. Until next time, cheers, friends of cocktails.